defend my family. Or die. Autobots, we're going to prove who we are and why we're here.
What's up, guys? It's the Nightwing, Way of Life Esports, coming at you guys with another League of Legends video here today, talking about Perkz, actually. So, we know that Perkz, just lost his dad about, 3 weeks ago, before the split had actually started, and I even said that I understand where he's coming from, because I had lost my mother, so I know exactly how he feels. Like, I literally know exactly how he feels. I know what it feels like to lose a parent. It is so hard. Like, it still hurts me today, talking about this, but I'm a better person after all these many years, and I sympathize with the man, and League of Legends is a very stressful game, and when you have a death like that happen to you, it's like, I mean, we really can't judge him, like people are, and it's gonna be really shitty when they judge him based off this split alone, but he literally had someone who gave birth to him pass away. People are raging at him for his performance when obviously, let the man breathe, so I could understand why he's taking week 4 off due to stress, and I want him to fully come back, as strong as possible, if he's gonna come back for week 5. As you guys know, G2 have not had the best start to the summer split for 2020. I actually think that they are decently weaker right now, but they usually turn it around and get it all ready for playoffs, which is, a normal thing for G2, and as this is a superstar team, some superstar teams, when they come into certain parts of the season, they do kind of start off very slow. Like when they win in pretty dominant fashion, so you still know they're the best team, but right now you wouldn't actually see that, as the standings are Mad Lions is in first place and Rogue is in second place. So, after a dominant win against Fnatic, the AD carry is stepping back for a week. After G2 Esports' dominant victory over Fnatic in Week 3 of the LEC 2020 Summer Split, Perkz said he will be stepping back from the starting lineup next week due to increased stress levels. Oh my lord, man. Hopefully you feel better, dude. I want to say that right now. Bro, I hope you feel better, man. You've been playing so good, all these many years. Take your week off. It's all good. It's all good. Everyone knows you're the king of the LEC. I know you're the king of the LEC. Hashtag G2 Army for life, baby. Let's go. Stress and burnout have constantly been problems that many pro League of Legends players have had to deal with. And it has even caused some to even retire from professional play entirely. It's important for players to recognize when they need to take a break and relax for their own sake. Perkz tweeted around 3 days ago, "I'm so happy we won today with good performance. I've been having a bit of a hard time dealing with stress, so I will be taking a break from competing from next week, so it feels really good taking a break on a very high note." This past split hasn't been a walk in the park for G2. The team has already lost 3 games across 3 weeks, and some of their performances haven't been close to their form from the 2020 spring split. Whether it's getting caught out or taking ill-advised team fights, this team has made uncharacteristic mistakes that has hampered their progress toward a successful season. Although they did win against Fnatic in classic fashion, it is clear to many people that they haven't found the consistency that made them so deadly. And Yankos also explained the situation. Let me try and go and watch this really quickly, if this will actually play. If it doesn't, then obviously you guys know what I'll do. I'll just stop the video really quickly. So let's see if the audio plays through so I can hear it with you guys.
Basically, after yesterday's game, we were kinda talking about the team, and Luca decided that since he was under a lot of stress lately, he would like to step down and just have more free time for himself and just relax a little bit, which could help him because he's a very important role in the team. So of course, if he feels like it, we don't mind, and everyone is supporting him. So I'm really happy that how we reacted to this and how we took yesterday's loss. And right now yeah, basically he will not be playing with us for this week. We will probably find a sub, and we will compete with a sub for week 4 of LAC, and then starting week 5 after the break. Nothing is announced. I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's see what this had to be talked about with like I hope he gets better. It's just all we can really hope for. So let's see what they're going to replace him with. Right now, G2 hasn't unveiled who will be replacing Perkz, but they do have one P1 Noi has been a substitute on the bench for a while. He will most likely take Perkz's spot for the time being, unless the team picks up another player in the up-and-coming week. I mean, any chance to play for G2, a lot of players would take that, even if it's just for a week. That sets up your career for life. If you play good, oh my lord, you are set for life in the LEC, as G2 is, the most dominant and the best team and the best org in the LEC. Moving on to the LCS, Stunt says he has been released by 100 Thieves. Stunt said he was told he was off of the team after losing to TSM. So, the 100 Thieves LCS roster is getting a new look this week. As a part of the changes, support Stunt has been replaced. Unlike the other player being swapped out of the starting roster, Meteos, Stunt said he has been released by 100 Thieves after the team lost their 5th game of the 2020 LCS Summer Split. Yesterday, Stunt said he was informed he was off the team a few hours after losing to TSM in one of the most hectic games this season. So we know about the 100 Thieves video, and he was very transparent today. I'm going to go to Stunt's twit longer in a moment here after I read this. Let's go. Unfortunately, the team has struggled so far this split. Through 3 weeks, the team is tied for 8th place with a 1-5 record. Yesterday's 48-minute loss to TSM seemed to be the prover bail nail in the coffin for Meteos and Stunt, the latter of which struggled in the bot lane matchup against Doublelift and Biofrost. As we already know from stats, you know who has the most deaths in the league? Meteos and Stunt. I'm not kidding. They have the most deaths. They have a combined 26 deaths together. There were games where Stunt was literally going 0-8-8. He was basically just getting caught out consistently. And, I understand why they want to make changes, though. Now, I don't want to make the assumption that the other players are better. So, let me go to this play. Contracts, oh my lord. I want you guys to see this fucking contracts play. So garbage. Contracts, Leeson, fail, LCS Academy. That shit was garbage. I don't think contracts is the answer either. Huge contract, Leeson, misplay, and Academy. This shit is straight garbage. This is what 100 Thieves... Oh, they blocked it. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my lord. I'm pretty sure it's on Academy Rush. Let me look up Academy Rush. It has to be on there. Let's go Academy Rush. Academy Rush. Let's go with that. So it has to be from... Yeah, it's week 3. Let me pause this really quick.
And next...
Nope, I don't care about some stupid ad. Hurry up, you ad. I don't give a crap. Okay, let's see that. Oh my lord, there's 53 highlights. Holy crap. Alright, so let's go to the just 100 Thieves ones. Alright, where's the 100 Thieves ones? I'm surfing right now for these. Let's go up here. Is there any more? Come on. 100 Thieves, 100 Thieves, 100 Thieves. Oh, there's... Okay, Contracts is playing Lee Sin. It was so bad. Oh my lord. It was one of the worst plays I've ever seen in my life. Contracts, Lee Sin, fail. Who took the clip down? It was horrible. Who took the clip down, man? God dang. People in their freaking sensitive ways these days. Holy crap. Huge contract play. You said, what the fuck? Yeah, it was horrible. I'm gonna try and find it for you guys. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on here. Because that shit was horrible. Oh my lord, look at this.
Up, but as I say, that Contracts is rotated topside. This might just be the dive. The level 6 is ready. Call the Forge God may come in. It does. It's gonna hit up on Deus. Contracts is in. Misses the Q. Oh no! As Deus manages to pull away and stay safe for the moment, but Contracts isn't done yet. He's waiting for the Q. The Ignite comes down from Fake God, and that's gonna be a dive, but Contracts dies from the first blood. Fake God, in the meanwhile, takes the turret shot, but doesn't go down. A 1-for-1, but a very nice play coming in from Deus.
That's gonna be your LCS starter for 100 Thieves. The fuck did I just watch? Holy shit. Oh my god. I could see why they're freaking out. That was horrible. Like, that's some uncharacteristic shit that even high challenger players wouldn't do. Holy crap, that was bad. Like, I hope no one would defend. That was horrifying. So let's go over Stunt's twit longer. So what a lot of people in the scene actually write when things go pretty bad. So, some thoughts, as Will says. It's also crazy. Meteos and Stunt have the same name, Will. Kind of crazy, though. Will, 2 years ago, I've never been on a team for longer than a split. When I first talked with the 100 Thieves, I made it clear that above all else, I wanted a team that I could call home. First and foremost, I'm happy to have grown and matured as a person and player alongside a developing 100 Thieves who have treated me like family. 2020 Spring Split had to have been one of my most meaningful splits ever in my career. Chris told me he would make sure I finally got the opportunity to play my first full split of the LCS, and it really meant a lot to me considering I've never really felt this trust and stability before. Honestly, we weren't really a team that gelled naturally, but every single one of us worked so hard day in and day out to create the best version of our team that we could. This was the most team I've felt from any team I've ever played with before. We had each other's backs in and out of game. We trusted our process and quietly ended third after a rough start. This summer, we definitely didn't start where we left off, but I still had full faith in our ability to improve as a team and as individuals. Though I can understand the want for change, and I acknowledge my poor performance had to do with it, I truly believe that if we stuck together, we could make a resurgence in the standings just like we did in spring. It will be a big regret of mine that I will not be able to prove this. I found out that I was completely off the team a couple hours after our loss. Specifically, you guys know, to TSM. Honestly, I was expecting it. I've been in the spot before. I could see the signs. People start to act differently around you. When I started anticipating what would happen, I started shaking, remembering all the times this has happened to me in the past, but I realized it's different now. I have my own place to live now. It wouldn't feel like I had nowhere to go if I was dropped. I know my friends are there to get me back on my feet when I'm feeling down. Public perception of me is poor right now, but that kind of flips like a switch in the moment you start winning again. Even though the ending wasn't how I've wanted it, I still look back on my time spent on 100 Thieves very fondly. Met a lot of great people, got to travel, never had to shop for clothes, and even won a championship academy, in quotations. Looking towards the future, I'll probably take some time to de-stress for a bit, maybe pick up streaming again, but I'll definitely be on the lookout for team opportunities if they arise, as competing is still my passion. On the bright side, we don't have to worry about who's will and who's will anymore. I mean, there's nothing much to really say here. He completely admits he played badly, and he did play badly. I mean, that's what I can respect about him, is that he admits that he played really poorly and that he could feel the change coming. Like, everybody, like, I'm not the only person who feels these things. Have you guys ever got this feeling that when a team is doing so bad, eventually they're going to lose one more game and start changing up their roster? That's what I felt like too. I mean, we all felt it. We felt these things before with a lot of other teams, even in the past. So, with them playing, their new support was like Poom. I mean, hopefully he's good. You know, I always want newer players to do well. I always want newer players to obviously come out and start swinging, obviously, when they come out, because it will grow the scene, and it will also help the scene moving forward, because it's just how the better part of the league can grow when you have newer players. So that's pretty much it. I just want to kind of read what a lot of people were actually saying. A lot of people have been, giving support, like, it just, how a lot of things have been going. And then this guy says, I don't know, it feels like you were a scapegoat for the fans. Not sure who makes the calls, but I'm confident your performance wasn't the sole reason for the team losses. I mean, that's also true. It's not ever, solely on one person. But, he's a very, very dedicated support. He's been playing a long time to get a starting spot, a full starting spot. This is actually, fun fact about Stunt, this was, last split was his full split as a starter. So, I thought he was like the 4th best support. I thought he was actually pretty good. So, he can always get back to that form. If he just gets back to like 4th place material, I mean, that's good. Like, a lot of people can't always be 1st place, and that's understandable to the fullest. But he played really, really bad, so I completely understand where the org is coming from. But if he got kicked, isn't that kind of unfair? Because both Meteos and him played bad. Both Meteos and him played bad. So why is he getting kicked when Meteos is just getting, obviously, left to stay? I mean, it doesn't. You guys see what I'm trying to say there? Shouldn't they both be kicked by their logic? Their logic says both should be kicked, but let's keep Meteos because we like him more. I know what time it is. But yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I'm the Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace.
Hi there, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff.
Yeah, thank you.